Hi there, second grade. Today we're going to continue with more activities about Unit 2. And this time we're going to do a review about the topics that we've been learning. In this case, remember last week we learned the topic like to or likes to. Sometimes we are going to make questions with this topic and we are going to be using likes to or like to, but with these questions we are going to use do or does. Remember, always we need to pay attention to the personal pronouns so we can know if we are going to use do or does. I told you the last week that we only use does with he, she, it. You need to pay attention to the structure of your question, of your answer, so you can know if you are going to complete by using do or does, or like to or likes to. So, and that's it. Today we're going to continue with this, but here I have some examples for you that I'm going to show you. Yes, it says, number one, it says, do you like to play soccer? Okay, in this case we are using do because the personal pronoun is you, okay? You is always going to be with do. Do you like to play soccer? And I will say, yes, I do, okay? Another question says, does he like to skate? And you will say, yes, he does. In this case, the question says, does he like to? No, he likes to. Because in the questions, we are only going to be using like to. Even if it's he or she or it, we are going only to use like to in the questions. The only thing that changes is when you are using sentences, you are answering to those questions. Yes, he does. Okay, in this case we are also using does. So, and the third example says, do you like to play on the slide? And I will say, yes, yes they do. Do they like to play on the slide? In this case, we are using do because they uses do. And the answer also says, yes, they do. Okay, do they like to play on the slide? And they will say, or I will say, yes, they do. Okay, so now we are going to learn a topic. It's about playing safely, playing safe. In this case, you can see here a picture of these two kids. They are riding their bikes, as the topic, as the vocabulary says, and they are wearing helmets. The boy has sunscreen in his hand. So, remember that the topic, that the unit vocabulary, it's about games and some other types of game, different types of game. But it's super important to play safely every kind of game. Pay attention to the picture. And now you can answer to me if you play safely when you play your games. For example, when you play it at home. Maybe right now you can go to the park or you can go to the mall, but you can play at home. Do you play safely? Do you ride your bike? Do you play soccer? Some of you, what do you do at your home, and if you do it safely or not? So it's super important for us to know, like, there are different types of game. There are also different ways that we can play safely. We need to take care of ourselves when it comes to play. But we are going to keep doing the activities that we have for today. Today we have 3 pages of the book because we need to hurry up with the activities before the exam comes. So in this case, we are going to start, and then I'm going to explain you some other ways to play safely. It was just an introduction. So the activities that we have for today are 3 pages, like I said, and we have activity from Students Book, page 23. And we have a reading in here. I'm not going to play the audio. I'm not going to read it for you. It's up to you to read it. And it's page 23, and it says Culture Connection. Activity 16, look at the pictures. Which games do you know? And it's a reading tag, you're it, and then you have some games, A, B, C, and readings, paragraphs number 1, 2, and 3. And you need to match them, the paragraphs with the pictures. Which paragraph talks about sun and ice? Which paragraph talks about catch the dragon tail? Which paragraph talks about the big snake? So maybe you know these games because in Mexico we have them, but we have them in different names. Of course, we have their names in Spanish, but they're not like the same traduction. So you need to read these activities so you can match the pictures with each paragraph, and then you're going to tell me which games do you think they are in Mexico. So, and when you finish page 23, now we can go to page 24 and 25. First of all, I'm going to explain page 24. We are going to talk about phonemes, and they're super easy. I hope you repeat with me these activities that we are going to do right now. So remember that the activities that we do in these cases are only for pronunciation, and that's it. They are going to help you for your pronunciation when you read a text, when you read your book, and some other texts. It's going to help you to have more fluency and to read better. So, and we have two phonemes, and the first one, we have it in here, and it says, exercise 18, listen, look, and repeat. And the first one says, repeat, ng. And the second one says, ng. So we have the first one, it's like, if you remember, we have been doing activities by ending in this phoneme. ing, remember? Playing, dancing, writing, using, that's the ending, ng, and the next one is nk. Now we're going to go to the activity 19, and we're going to listen to these four words that we have: ring, ping, bang, and ink, and we're going to pay attention. So the activity 19 says, listen and find, then say. I'm going to play it once, but I want you to play twice, 3 times, etc. So you can repeat a few more times, and the video doesn't take so long. So let's listen and repeat.
Student's Book, page 24, Activity 19. Listen and find. Then say.
Bang.
Bang.
Ring. Ink.
Ink.
Pink.
Pink. Okay, you know some of these words. Now you can pay attention to the pictures. If you don't know what words, what it means, what do they mean? So now we can go to activity 20, and it's also the same. You need to repeat and blend the sounds. Listen and blend the sounds. So we are going to listen to the audio right now, and let's repeat together.
Student's Book, page 24, Activity 20. Listen and blend the sounds. 1. K, ing, king. 2. W, ing, wing.
Ring.
3. Ink, thank. 4. Ing, sing. 5. Ink, bank. 6. Ink, sink.
And that's it. It's that simple. Now, we're going to go to exercise 21, and it says, underline ng and nk. Then listen and chant. And we have a text. It's super short. And I'm going to read it first so we can repeat it. I'm going to read it one time and then you are going to repeat with me. It says, sing a song about a king. Thank you, thank you. He has a big pink ring and big blue wings. Thank you, thank you. So now read with me. 1, 2, 3. Sing a song about a king. Thank you, thank you. He has a big pink ring and big blue wings. Thank you, thank you. Now we are going to listen to the pronunciation, to the rhythm, and let's follow.
Student's Book, page 24. Activity 21. Underline NG and NK. Then listen and chant.
Sing a song about a king. Thank you, thank you. He has a big pink ring and big blue wings. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, that's it. So we have the last page. Yes, it's page 25 and we have the values play safely. Remember that. First, at the beginning of the session of the video, I told to you about this and it says I will learn to talk about playing safely, and there we have some examples, some activities that we can do when we play, and some actions that we must do to play safely. And exercise 22 says look, listen and number, then say. Now you can pay attention to the pictures. We have 4 pictures and the first one says I'm safe on my skateboard. I always wear a helmet and pads. The second one says, I'm safe on the swing. I always sit down. The third one says, we are safe on the seesaw. We put one leg on each side. And the fourth one, the last one says, I'm safe on the slide. I always keep my feet in front of me. Okay, pay attention. We have a preposition of place in here. So now we are going to listen to them and you are going to write from 1 to 4 in the correct order where you hear these pictures, the writing, the text that we have in there.
Student's Book, page 25. Activity 22. Look, listen, and number. Then say. 1,
I'm safe on the slide. I always keep my feet in front of me.
2,
I'm safe on my skateboard. I always wear a helmet and pads.
3,
We are safe on the seesaw. We put one leg on each side.
4,
I'm safe on the swing. I always sit down.
Okay, so we have theme big activity and we have 2 questions. Do you play safely? How? Okay, maybe you can wear helmet, pads in your elbows or knees. Maybe you sit on the swing, okay? Or maybe you put your feet in front of you. You need to tell me if you play safely and how. What do you do if you say that you play safely? Now, the project is going to be right here and it's on the same page. And it says 23, activity 23, make a playground safety checklist. Check what you do. So we have playground activities. We have seesaw, slide, swings, skating, and bike riding. We know these words. So, safety tips. To play on the seesaw, I put one leg on each side. Remember, what is your leg? Where is your leg? Slide. Keep your feet in front of you. Swings. Don't stand up. Skating. Wear knee pads, okay? The things that go in here, but in your knees. Bike riding, wear a helmet. So then, in the other column, you need to check if you do them, so you can say if you play safely. If you do these activities, you need to check, but if you don't do these activities, you are going to write across. And that is going to be everything for today. It wasn't that difficult. We have 3 pages and maybe it looks like a lot, but most of it is about reading, about pronunciation, and the only activities that you have to do are matching on page 23 and page 25. You need to write the numbers from 1 to 4 and also check the safety playground list. And that is it for today. I'll see you the next time. If you have doubts about this, I hope you don't, but if you have, send a message to me and I'll be happy to answer to you. If you need more exercises, if you want to practice more, you can ask me for more exercises and I'll be super happy to send them to you. And I'll see you the next time. I'll see you tomorrow. Try to send your activities on time so you don't get a lot of activities for the weekend or for the same day. If you have troubles with something, if you can't send your activities on time, it's okay, but you need to tell me so I can know, I can consider your difficulties. I'll see you the next time. Goodbye.